So first of all, we'll start this application with npm start. Okay, it will take some time to start the server. So it's saying it's already running somewhere. So if you want to, I think it's running over here or where. We'll check that. Okay, 1 minute. Cool. So if you give y, it will run on other port. Maybe some other application is already running, or else here I think it's working. Okay, if you want to close it, right? Sorry, yeah, just close this one first. If you want to close this and want to run in only this here, just this is also a same app. If you want to remove from here, just do either you can do it here or here. Okay, so I'm going to do here only, or else for here also we can do, yeah, npm start, and you can remove from, yeah. It will take some time to load. Okay, want to make it run over here. Cool. So we can see, once you open the application, it will go to the login page. Why? Because first of all it will go to the home page, but we have written in such way that if user is not logged in, if you go to the home page here, we use effect. Why we use effect? These are the part of life cycle. Means what? If this page will load the same time, like while the loading this page, this function will call. Okay, the use effect will call. Cool. So these are the part of life cycle. We'll come on this later also. We'll discuss. Or else tonight I'll create one video on life cycle method, and I will upload that. Okay. So basically we were using use effect. So use effect, what it will do, it will check if token is present. If token is present, it will not do anything. If token is null, it will send to login page, or else you can comment it out. Okay, because it's a home page. So now we will go, sorry, the recording is going on what? Yes. Okay, now you can see home page is without login also. We can visible, right? So we will inside, we will create that login and sign up. If you click on login, it will go to the login page, or else it will come to the home page. Home page we can make like normal. So inside that there will be a somewhere user page. So first of all, we'll create some user page. So we'll come on this. New file user.js. Okay, so what I will do, first I will import React from React. Okay, const user. Okay, cool. Inside that we will create one return function, and we will give div class name container. What container will do? Container will take a space from both sides. Okay, here we will give this is user page. As of now, we'll create a normal component and export it. Export default user. Okay, cool. Now we have created the component. Now what we will do? We'll create a routing, right? Routing of this, like we will give some route like where this page will open. So we'll go to app.js here, right? Here we can define first route path will be slash user, element will be uh, user, right? Cool. Already imported over here, auto import, and then just close this. Okay, cool. Now if you go to the user, we can say this is user page. Okay, great. So now in user page also we want to use 1 minute fluid, just flip container fluid. We want to use a header also, right? So whatever we were using inside the home page, we want this header. Cool. So first of all we will import this header over here. See, this is coming from the component, so we'll do that. Okay, now we can see, just remove this container fluid or this, otherwise it will take some space, so it will not look nice. If you want 100%, just do this. Okay, so now we can see our navbar came. Cool. Okay, then what we want, first of all what we want like if user is not authenticated, means not logged in, we do not want to show this page. So what we will do, so whatever that we did here will do on user page. So first of all what we need use effect. What use effect will do, we'll check now. Use effect. Okay, use effect took two things. One is this function and second is dependencies array. Okay, one is function and second is dependencies array. You can see, right? Okay, now we'll console log and check. Console.log if this is first. Again we will create second. Just this is for testing purpose only. Third, just save it. Come here, console, refresh this. So you can say line number 7, line number 10, line number 13. This is first, this is second, and this is third. What is happening? These are the kind of function, right? This is kind of function. Okay, but if you check function how we were calling previously, some of the function we have to call, like we have created this function, but we have to call on either on click or on change or on submit. But this function will call while loading the page on itself, right? If the page will load, at same time it will call. Okay, so you can see while loading the page we didn't click on anywhere, right? We didn't click on click, or we didn't change any value or on select, right? It's working as a part of this rendering, right? Render means page load. See, if you're loading the page, this function are calling. So basically these are the life cycle. Okay, so you can see first, as of now for understanding purpose, if you're using, if you want like first call this, then second, then third, you can use as many you want. So I will use one as per my requirement, it's one only. So first of all what I will check, first I will check user is login or not. Okay, so how we will check here, how we'll check, like how we can, we also learn how we can store data in local storage or session storage, or how we can get the data. So store data we know, right? So how we'll get, first create one variable called token, is equal to window dot local storage dot get item. Okay, and the variable name should be same, I will copy from here because we earlier we use, and we'll check the condition if token is equal to null. See, you can check over here. If token is equal to null, what we will do is we will push to the login page. So how we will push that to the login page? First of all, we need, you can see here, we need one use navigate that is coming from the React router DOM. So first of all, we will import this use navigate. We will try to create one const history, const history is equal to use navigate. Okay, so now we can see we already imported this. Cool. Now history dot, see, slash login. We'll check this. See, so as of now user is not logged in, right? So if you go to the user page, it will throwing to the login page because it's not logged in. So now if you log in, you can see if you go to the user page, yeah, this is user page. Okay, so we know this concept. Now what we will do, we will call some API. So if you go over here, we have some user API. Okay, so list user means all the user, right? If you click on this, they are API users. Okay, page 1, page 2. So what we will do, we will call this API. Okay, require.in slash API slash user. So for calling the API, what are the things we need? We need Axios first. Okay, so first of all, we'll import Axios from Axios. Okay, now we will create one more use effect. Either you can do here also or here also, or else you can create get function also, get user list function, and you can call inside that. So how we did in previous class, right? We created inside one function, and that function we were calling in use effect. Now we will do directly in use effect. Use effect, what are things you need? Okay, and one more function, or else the best way, create a different function and call inside that. So const get user list. Okay, and call this function here. So why we are calling this function here? Because we want, like, while loading the page itself, all the user list will come, not clicking on somewhere all the user list will come. So that's why I want to call in use effect only. Okay, so now here what are the things we need? We need to call the API first. So first of all, axios dot get. Okay, axios dot get, and what are the APIs? We'll copy from here till here. Okay, and after that we'll copy from here API users. See, we'll try with that first, either it's working or not. Then what we will do, if it's successful, it will go to the dot. Then here either you can give range or any name you can give, or response, anything. I'm just giving shorts, it will be helpful. Now console.log, console.log rest.data. Okay, then dot catch. Here what we will give, error, right? Console.log error. Okay, cool. Now refresh this page, so we can see some of the things are coming, right? So line number 25, what? Response dot data. Inside the response of data, there are few things. data, page, per page, these things are coming. Okay, total record 12. So like that it's coming. So you can check here, avatar, email, first name, ID, and this name is are there, right? Either you can do this. Okay, so we are getting the data. First of all, we were getting the data. Okay, cool. So we want this data to be shown. Okay, so how we will get the data, that we'll check now. So now we were getting the data inside this response.data, but we also learn about the local scope and global scope. So we can say the response is available in this function on this block only, but we want the data to shown over here, right? We want to data inside to iterate over, right? So how we will do that? This data is present here only, right? So that is the concept of local scope and global scope. So here this is inside that block level scope, inside the one. Who else joined? Okay, so here you can see this data is present in this block only, but I want this data to be shown here, right? So how it will come? So this block is different, this block is different, right? You can see this block is present till here, okay, and this block is till here. So what we will do, we will find some solution, and solution is a state. A state will be globally accessed within the component. So we'll create one state. So how we will do the state? Say const user list or set user. Two thing I'll create, and will how we will create the state with the help of hooks called useState. STA. Initial value will give that empty array, means it will be the empty array. Okay, now we have the list. This is the state name, and this is the how we can change the value of a state. That function is use set user. So we will go here. Okay, inside that we were calling, right? So we'll check if race dot data is equal to there. So inside the race dot data also, if you go inside, these are the race dot data, but inside that also one data is there. Inside the data it's present. So how we will do? Set user is equal to race dot data, and race dot data is again what do you say, again it's starting with the curly bracket, means again it's a object. So inside that also one data is there. So what we will do? Dot data. Okay, cool. And here we will check log, state name is user underscore list. I think we'll check user list. Okay, now we'll refresh the page. You can get it right. Line number 35, we were getting all six record. All six record. Okay, cool. So now I will show all the six record over here. Okay, so what we will do, we'll create one div. Class name we'll give called container, container equal to this. Inside that we'll give some margin padding also. So let's give my3, so it will take gap. I'm just removing this line. So here what we will do, here we'll check if user list is there. First of all, if you are doing any operation on a variable or a state, you have to use inside the curly bracket. Okay, so user list dot map, you already know, right? The map things. What map will do? Map will iterate this function. Like as of now, we have this, like this is that our state, right? Inside that 6, this is the array. See, starting with that square bracket, inside that value is in object. You can see it's a array of object. But if you want to apply map, it will be always on array. So user list is our array. So inside that, how we will do, we'll do data comma index. Okay, now do return, and just so simple, hi things. So you can see, so six names are, six hi things are coming. So now we will check what are the things coming inside this list. Every time um, there are six things, six user detail. Like every user detail have like name, email, avatar, and all thing, right? Okay. So here you can check every time for all user, right? This is inside the array. So every time if you are iterating that, all user will come one by one. Like first time it will come inside the data, first time it will come that user first, then second time user list. So better we'll inspect it for, sorry, console it and check what are the data coming every time. So we'll check data and index both. What are the things are coming inside the data and what are the things are coming inside the index. Okay. So now if you go and check, either refresh this page not. Okay. So you can check every time. So see, this was the list. Inside the user list, we had the six record. It's starting from 0 to 5. Okay, so every time if you check in map, the first record, like here you can see this first record is coming as a data and index as a coming as 0, because first record is present on 0th index. Like first is George something, right? So here you can see George one was on 0, so you are getting in such a manner. Okay, now if you want to show something like inside the data also, so again you want to use the variable data dot some name, right? You can open it inside the name, like first name. Let's give the first name as of now. Okay, select George or something it's coming. But now I want to create one kind of list. Okay, I want to create as a list. So how we will do, we'll create one more component called list, and this component will be reusable. So let's create a list.js. List.js. Cool. Import React from React const list. Okay, return. Cool. Div. We'll give some class name here. Either we can give bg info, bg success, any name you can give. Here you can give dummy thing like name div email. Okay, as of now two things, and we will check the record what are the things are id also it's coming, div called id. So this thing we can check. Okay, cool. So and now we will export default list. Okay, we have created the list. We can make deflex, so it will come in a one line, and justify content between, and or you can also give py3. Okay, now we will use this component every time when we are rendering this here. So previously how we were doing that, the simple way we will do that list. See, Okay, cool. Now we'll check. It's coming. Something is coming, right? So we'll go to the list. We'll check this. Okay. Now we will do MY3 also, means margin also. So you can see we have the list of things. If you want to create some custom classes also, you can give, and you can use inside that app.js. Okay, sorry, it was the list, right? And you can create a style. You can give a style over here like border radius give 30 pixels, 20 pixel. We'll check how it look like. I think that page is not saved. Where that list.js, we have given the name called list, and we were using inside that dot list. It should work. Okay, now it's taking some time to load. Yeah, but now it's working. Cool. So the list are showing. Okay, or somewhere we will show the image also. Okay, so we have the list. Okay, cool. If you come here, sign up, just remove, close this extra tabs. You can do this also. Okay, now we are inside the user page, and as of now we can see for every data we are passing, we are calling this list component. So you can see these are the reusable components. So as of now we can see these are the hard coded thing in every, like there are 6 users, so 6 times this is coming, like 6 list is coming, 1 2 3 4 5 6. But you can say these all list data is, these are list data is hard coded. So if you want to give the value, so how we will pass the value? So first thing, how we will pass the value? So either you can pass one by one, like you can take name is equal to something like this. How you are passing the props? Suppose one more thing we will discuss, like how we can pass data from one component to other component. Means here you can see, hmm, we are using list.js inside user list. Sorry, user.js. We were using list.js inside user.js. So user.js is a parent, list is child. So you know the, like in React, data flow from parent to child. So we can pass data from user to list. But how we will pass the data? So first thing, so either you can pass all the data in a one shot, like data is equal to data, or you will all get all the data here, or else you can pass one by one, like name, image and all thing. But as of now I'll pass directly all the data once, and we will get, we'll check either we are getting this data or not. So here we will check either we are getting a data or not. Cool. So as of now just comment it out. We'll check what are things coming inside this data, console.log data. We'll check this first, inspect it, console. So now you can see list.js here. In list.js line number 5, so every time it will come, this function will call how many times? 6 times, because there's 6 user inside that map user list, and every time we were passing the data in that. Okay, cool. So now we can show the record like id, data.id, data.id. We can check what are the things coming inside the data. You can open anything, data.id. Okay, here you can show name. So data dot first name, but there is a last name also. First name plus data dot last name, because we have to show both name at same places. So we'll do the plus thing. Okay, and data dot email. Email is there. Very whenever we will use variable inside that div or any HTML tag, we'll use curly bracket. Now we can see ID is 1, first name is George, email is this, ID is 2, second name is this. So every time this is a different user, right? This is different user. Okay, cool. So now we can check, at least we have some data, and there is one more section called div class name. Here we can show, inspect it. There is an image also coming, right? See, some of the images were coming for, I don't know if it's coming for all or what, but yeah, images are coming. See, images are coming, so we'll use this image. After ID, we will show the image. Okay, give the image container name. Inside that, we'll use img src. Inside the src, what we will do? Data dot avatar, right? We'll check this. Cool. First of all, we'll check, and then later see. Okay, if you want to make this image little. Okay, so first of all, we'll create a class name is equal to, we can give user emg, right? We can give this also. We can give height. Sorry, height we can give, it will manage. Give 50 pixel. We'll check how it look like. Okay, this is coming like this. Or else you can give width also, you can give like 50 pixel. How it's look like, we'll check this. Okay, somehow we can see it's coming like this. Okay, cool. So you can do the best designing practices, but as of now this is the data, right? Okay, so now we'll check the functionality first. What are the things we achieve for today class? So we have this, right? So first of all, we'll add the user over here. So how we'll know this is coming? So here, if you click on this, it will go to user. If you click on sorry, home, it will go to the home. If we'll again, we will create one user section over here. If you click on here, it will go to the user. So now we can see it's we already log in. So there is an option called logout. If you click on that, it will log out and will go to the login page. Again, if you want to go to the user page, you can't, because it asks for the, say, you can go on home page slash home only, right? It must come. So we'll check what are some issue or what. Okay, it's not home, normal things, right? Okay, cool. So this is our home page. Inside you can check, if you not login, there is an option called login or sign up. If you click on sign up, it will come to the sign up, and we ask you to give some login option over here, because here header will not come. You never seen header in sign up page, so it's not coming. So we have to give option of login over here. If you're already user karke, one option you have to give. Okay, cool. So as of now, if you click on this, it will go to the user, means home page. Now if you do this slash user. Okay, so now we'll do today one more thing. We'll go to the home header section, and here we can check there is a home, and we'll give one more thing called user. Okay, and here every user will click on click on click. Okay, here we will create handle user const handle home. Okay, inside that history.push what home, we have to pass this only, const handle user. Here we'll give user. So now you can check. So first of all, we'll call here handle. Sorry, not here, handle home. Okay, same way. Here on click on. So not home. This is the handle user. Okay. So now if you do click on here, it will go to user. If you click here, it will go to the home page. Okay, like that we can achieve. So next class we'll create like how we can create a new user, like that we can achieve. So for this class, we'll wrap it today here only. From next class, we'll create a user, delete user, and edit user. These three things CRUD application we will do. Okay. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining. I'll give the give the code, and also provide the uploaded video. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.